Hello, welcome to another INFJ ramble. Really, I hope this is brief. I hope this is brief. I wanted to say something about balance and how balance brings harmony and happiness and peace into your life. And nobody can give you this happiness or peace. You know what I mean? You have to give it to yourself. And whenever you feel out of sorts, I mean, that's a telltale sign that you are out of balance. And you need to find ways to bring yourself back into balance, if that even makes sense. Um, yeah, like a lot of the times, like when you are like, how do I say, immersed in thoughts and the thoughts have emotions attached to them and you're thinking about like I don't know scenarios that aren't really valid in this moment because think about it, like what's real is what's happening right now. So whatever you're thinking about in your head and the emotions that are churning up because of the thoughts in your head, it's all self-created. I feel like you already know this stuff. I'm just here to affirm it, and to remind you. Anytime you feel out of whack, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, I feel like, necessary for you to retract yourself from external um, stimuli and just kind of like sit with yourself and give yourself the time to rebalance and realign. Yeah, so, we're so busy chasing things and we think these things are going to bring us happiness and peace and fulfillment. Nothing outside of you can give you that. The only person that can give that to you is you. You can't find these things in another person or, in a experience, or you have to create it. You have to give it to yourself. You know what I mean? You can't expect anyone to provide these things for you. You need to provide it for yourself. So anytime you're feeling out of whack, I had a moment just a little while ago and I was just kind of like watching myself, watching my thoughts, watching the emotions that were kind of um, attached to the thoughts and how they were playing out in my body. I was like, man, what is going on? You know what's so interesting? I don't know if you had similar experiences, but whenever I am in a predicament, I could pick up like a book and open it, and then the answer or the remedy or the guidance that I need to apply the remedy is there. So I guess it's highly dependent on, if you're in tune with it or not. But all the time, I'll get like messages, whether it be through like media or books or people, and they'll remind me like what I need to do in order to administer this remedy to myself. And it goes down to just not suppressing or repressing, but realizing that, you are creating the imbalance and the dysfunction and the chaos in your head. Um, and you're probably out of alignment. Bring yourself back into alignment. You have the power to do so. Seriously, you have the power within to access everything. And I'm not even talking about peace and love and happiness. I mean, ultimately, you would like to cultivate habits that will lead you to that place. But even like when turmoil arises or like feelings of discomfort or dis-ease arises, you really got to look at it and be like, hey, where is this coming from? And is it, you know, not is it applicable? I mean, it's coming to the surface for you to acknowledge, really. And then, after a while of like observing these things, you realize that you are the cause of your own like discomfort, or you are your own poison, or you are your own remedy, and then you get to choose in every moment like which one you want to take. Do you want to take the poison that's going to make you feel horrible, or do you want to take the remedy that's going to make you feel better? you know yeah, you can't expect anyone else to give it to you. You have to give it to you. I mean, bottom line, I don't know, you already know this stuff. I'm just here to remind myself, and if you need the reminder, I'm here to remind you too. Anyhow, blessings to one and all, and have a beautiful night. If you learned something, cool. If you didn't learn anything, cool, I think I've had issues, seriously. I've touched on these subjects before, but for sure, abandonment issues, self-worth issues, like I need or I seek validation from other people outside of me, and it causes so much distress. I need to realize that I don't need the validation. Um, the only person I've really abandoned is myself. And now I need to come back to myself, and I need to take care of myself and to love myself and to know that everything that I need is within, and the things that I need cannot be found in the external world, It's as simple as that. Um, but yeah, it's like trying to reprogram the outdated programs in my head from my ancestors, you know what I mean? Um, and I have to constantly be resilient and strong and remember, like, like I don't need anything from anyone because it's all inside of me, you know? Just got to keep implementing that so that it just kind of like overrides the old thought system or the old thought patterns that I've had encoded in my DNA. Anyhow, that's my little rant. It went on a little longer than anticipated, but thanks for watching. Have a beautiful night. Amen.